We did it. We hit 100 episodes and we are stoked that we made it this far.
Yeah, and since last November. So like it's been a fun journey. And so we're excited to hit that little milestone and talk about it today, kind of our journey and what we've learned, and give away $100 gift card at the end.
That's it. So stay tuned till the end of the episode and we will be giving away a $100 Amazon gift card for one listener. Super, super excited about that. But yeah, let's recap some of our cool stuff that we've done throughout these last 100 episodes and look forward to our next 100 episodes.
So in the beginning, we've thought about starting this podcast for a while now, for years, really. Like, we'd be like, oh, should we start a podcast? Oh, no, that's not us. We don't need to do a podcast. And then we kept coming back. And I can't even remember why we started it. I think we were on an interview actually with eBay. Griff
Might have been.
with Griff, yeah. And he said, you guys should totally start a podcast. Like, the podcasting is awesome. So we've been thinking about it, toying about it. And so, yeah, we started it and now here we are.
Yeah. And I can't say it's been one of the most not faithful. What's the right word? It's definitely been fun, but it's been rewarding as well. Yes. It's been one of the things that we thought would be more like work, but it has not been like work. It's been a lot of fun to be able to interview other resellers, see other people's businesses, and then also along the way, give you guys some tips of stuff that we're struggling with or we're dealing with to try and help you guys along on your journey. So it's been amazing for us. Hopefully you guys feel the same way about listening to it.
Yeah, for sure. And I was hesitant really to start it. For one, I don't like, I mean, it's work. It is work. And I didn't know if I'd have enough time to add that in. And I don't really love listening to my voice either. So that was another reason why I didn't really want to do it. But I'm really glad we did. I actually enjoy it. It's a fun process. We get to talk about, like you said, the stuff we're going through. And we met some really cool people and so many different ways to do this business, which is so cool because we have the way we do things, our business model, but there are so many different ways to do this business. And it's just really cool. And we actually, little plug, we have our upcoming reseller summit coming up at the end of the month. So we'll get to showcase some of the people that we've spoken to and learn a whole bunch of different ways to do this reselling thing. So
yeah, super exciting. So what are some of the things that we've learned? One of the big lessons that I definitely know that I've learned, and this has caused arguments between Melissa and I. So being transparent with you guys about our marriage is that you're not everybody's cup of tea. You're going to get people who, and to me, you have to look and think deeper into why people give you negative ratings, why somebody comes on and says, oh, you're too loud, you're too excited, and stuff like that. And you just have to realize, listen, hurt people are the people who are taking the time out of their day to try and hurt somebody else. So they might not even realize that that's what they're doing, but it's somebody who is unhappy with their job, who's unhappy with something. And that's their way of expressing it, is trying to hurt somebody else. So it's been one of those things that, people have said, you're too loud, you're too boisterous, you're in that one of the things. And I'm passionate about what I do. I love what I do, guys. Hopefully you can hear that in my voice, but we can't please everybody. It's one of the things that we're really trying to help a lot of people get better at their flipping side hustle, do amazing things. And we can't let those people who give us negative reviews or negative feedback. And it's not just on the podcast. We hear it on social media. We hear it all over the place. There's lots of it. There's lots of noise out there. But at the end of the day, it boils down to people that are hurt, that are upset. This is their way to express it. So you kind of just have to realize, hey, I feel sorry for that person that they felt like, and I've listened to podcasts and stuff like that, and I would never, ever jump in and leave a negative review or anything like that. I wouldn't spend my time doing it. I would just go find another podcast that I relate to. So, but it's one of those things that you just have to realize that people are hurt. So they're trying to hurt you as well. And don't focus on that. Focus more on the people that you're helping. And we've got tons and tons. The weird part is, like Melissa will even say this, the one negative comment that we get outweighs in your mindset.
In your mind, over 100 different positive ones you get. And I'm the one who does most of our social media, like responding and stuff. And so I see a lot more of the comments, and there's a lot of really awesome, like people are so inspired and they're doing fun things and it's really cool. And then the one that is negative, then I give my attention to that one. And so like, that's something that, and it gets to you. And so when you put yourself out there on the internet, no matter if it's podcast, wherever, social media, you're going to get those people. And just Gary Vee is always great about doing that, talking about that too, and having empathy for people who are like you, if they're coming from that place of like that, you have to leave that negative comment to make yourself feel better, then that they're in a bad place. And so you have to have empathy for them instead
Yeah.
of be upset, like mad at them or sad at yourself. Like so it's pretty cool. So that's just something that, we work on it. I'm sure like if you're listening, if you have social media, if you have all that stuff, if it grows, like you start to see some of those people on there. So
definitely one of the big things that we've struggled through, especially in our marriage after the podcast is off and the recording's off, we talk about stuff and we've struggled through stuff like that. So that was one of our learning processes, is going through it. But I feel like we're in a good place now, that it's one that we realize there's a deeper issue with people who do that kind of stuff. And it's okay.
It's funny too, because you are so passionate about what you do. And yes, you start off excited and then, we come down and we talk about stuff, but I can vouch for, even when people talk to him on the phone, if they call him or he calls them, like he starts off the conversation with whoever, like, oh, like their name, like he yells their name, like so excited, and people think it's cool. Like, I don't know, your name is highlighted and it's just fun. And I need to record you doing that, because I've been meaning to do that, because you do it all the time for everybody. Although I don't get that.
I have buddies that call and I'm like, Paul, when I pick up the phone, because I'm excited. And it's one of those things that all my friends who call me on the phone and talk to me, that's kind of how I start out the call. And it starts it out in such a great attitude. It's like they're excited because I'm excited, and I'm truly excited to talk to people and be able to interact with people. So it's one of those things that's just, and you guys know at the beginning of the podcast, I'm always like, what's going on? It's just, I'm super, super excited to be able to talk to people and help people grow in their business. So yeah, very, very excited about what we do for sure. So
yeah. And another one that kind of falls in the same line is somebody had said, like, when we're doing these videos, we do a lot of videos and podcasts together or whatnot, that you talk over me. And I never have felt that way, which is so interesting, because I want you to jump in, because I honestly, I don't love video. I don't love recording stuff. It takes a lot for me I'm getting more comfortable, but I don't love it. So when I start talking,
you're so good at it, because she keeps doing it more and more. So she's getting amazing at it. So
yeah. So I never feel like you're cutting me off. I'm just ready for you to jump in and rescue me. So it's kind of really what's going through my mind. So it's just interesting to hear like different perspectives of things. And we do sometimes we live together, we work together, we're together all the time. So we do finish each other's sentences sometimes. Like I know what he's thinking, and he'll even start a story and I'll know exactly where he's going with it, because we've had this communication for so long. And we know, like, we were on a podcast yesterday and you started with, I didn't know where you're going. And then like 2 seconds in, I'm like, okay, he's taking it this way. And it's interesting. I made a note of that in my mind.
It's so much fun.
And another thing, I don't know if we have a clip, which is kind of funny, that like we like to have energy, but it's so interesting to go back and see, like, because we could just have no energy and be monotone, and which is what the videos used to be like 5 years ago. We found a clip on, it was your phone or my phone, not that long ago. If I have it, we'll try to insert it. And it's fun to make fun of yourselves back then, but we're just so like, no, like, it's not exciting.
Hey guys, check out this thing that I just flipped. It is amazing. It's like that, and that's not exciting. And I don't know,
if we have a clip, I'm gonna see if we can break and put it here. But if not, it's okay. So anyways,
but it's part of growth. It's growth, and you can, relate that to anything. Growth in your resale business, growth in your social media, growth in anything like that. You start out, everything you start out at, you're not the greatest at it, but the more and more that you do, the more you invest in yourself, the more that you stay on track, the better you get, guys. And people who really get focused, and no matter what, you will not fail if you keep doing what you're doing over and over and over. If you stay at it, if you're constantly bettering yourself, you're listening to people who are trying to help you get better. Guys, you can't fail. You absolutely cannot fail if you constantly are doing this and you consistently are growing. You're just going to get better and better and better. I mean, our lives we can attest to that. And everything that we do, if we stick the course. Now, back before I had Melissa, we've learned recently that I'm the visionary, Melissa's the implementer. Before I had her, you guys, if some of you guys are on our email, you get our emails and stuff like that. We've sent out stories before of, I've tried probably 30, 40 different professions before we finally stuck with flipping and then teaching people how to flip. I've done so much stuff, but I realized I'm a great entrepreneur who comes up with amazing ideas, but I'm horrible on follow through. And that's when Melissa and I partnered up. When we got married, that's when we were able to do it, because she's amazing on the follow through and I'm amazing on the visionary, finding the amazing ideas to do. So it's a great, great team. And I forget where I was going with that story, but Anyways, that's my thought process.
I don't know where you're going with it either. So yeah, we've had a blast doing this. Like I don't know if we had any expectations jumping in. We're just like, let's go. We've been doing 3 episodes a week. Oh, there is one other thing that we've learned is we're not amazing at getting ahead of stuff. Like we kind of do things on the fly. So shout out to Nicole who helps us with these podcasts so much. So who we try to get ahead for her, but we're a work in progress. Yeah. So, when we don't get ahead and we are gone, then there's a week maybe with no podcast.
Or 6 weeks on a vacation.
We tried to get ahead, but that's something we're working on, is trying to
definitely highlight our team. Our team is amazing.
Yes.
Nicole she is amazing at this. She helps us on the back side of it. Melissa and I pretty much record, and Nicole does a lot of the other stuff on the back end of getting it posted, editing, and all that kind of stuff. So Nicole, you're editing this right now too. So you're amazing. Thank you for everything we do, everything that you do for us. Yeah, we definitely could not do it without you either. So thank you.
Definitely couldn't be up to especially not the 3 a week. So that's awesome. And we've been able to have we're at 92,000 downloads, which is so
that's
cool.
awesome.
Almost 100,000. So hopefully we can keep growing that. And where was I going with we didn't really have kind of a goal, I guess, for the podcast. We wanted to help people. We wanted to meet more resellers. Like that was kind of the biggest thing. Like we didn't have plans, and we still don't really have plans to get this sponsored. Like we just want to help people. And if you want more help, we have more resources. So it's kind of was like we want to just keep doing it and keep giving some tips. And
not to say that we'll never have sponsors. If people approach us, we're not saying that's the case, but
for now,
now we're loving what we're doing. It's a blast, and we're loving to get feedback from you guys as well, us encouraging you and doing that. Keep them coming. We absolutely love hearing that stuff, and love that what we're able to do is help you or help encourage you on your journey, whatever it is. So thank you guys so much for that feedback as well.
And if you have any topics that you'd love to hear us cover, I've been meaning to do a form so that you could enter in questions and topics. But if you just want to DM us on Instagram, that's probably the easiest way, or email us at rob@fleamarketflipper.com or melissa@fleamarketflipper.com, and we'd love to hear and talk at some of your topics or answer some questions. And if you have guests, some people that might be a good fit to come for us to interview, or resellers, let us know. We'd love to interview them. And that, I think, is pretty much that's it. We're so excited that we got to 100 episodes,
guys, and we could not have done it without you either. Everybody who's listening and loves it, and you're a repeat listener, you love coming back, thank you so much. From the bottom of our hearts, we greatly appreciate you. Hopefully it's been beneficial for you guys to listen to us rant about the stuff that we're going through, the projects, the flips that we've made. Hopefully you guys learn from them and you're implementing that stuff. So we have plans. I can't wait to get through the next 100 episodes and be able to meet some amazing resellers. Maybe it's you, maybe one of you will come on and be a guest on one of the next 100 episodes. So thank you for everything that you guys have believed in us and been here listening to the podcast for sure.
And now let's get to the drawing.
Woohoo! It's time for the giveaway.
Thank you guys so much for all your awesome reviews and rates. We really appreciate it, and it helps us get our message out to more people. So we super appreciate you guys.
You guys rock. Thank you so much. All right, now who is going to get the $100 Amazon gift card?
Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Yep, I shook them up already. All right.
There you go.
It is Heather Rose.
Woohoo! Heather, thank you.
Your email address that you wrote in with. So we'll reach out to you and get your address and get that shipped to you. So thank you guys so much.
Have a great day.
Congratulations.